two favorite people in the whole entire world. Guess what I have for you? Are you ready? Dun-da-da-da! Nurse's ball t-shirt! Yes, here you go. One for you and one for you.
Thanks. It's so tight. I'm going to put it on right now.
Wait, it's so tight. No, I got them big, oversized on purpose so it wouldn't be too small.
No, tight means cool. Parents.
Parents. Tight means... Parents! Do you realize what she just called me? I'm a parent. She called me parent. I love that word. I love parent.
And pretty soon there'll be another little kid running around here.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think? When should we tell Serena about adopting another little person?
Well, before we bring the other little person home.
Oh, I'm serious. You know, I want her to be okay with this. I want her to like the idea. But what if she thinks we're turning her whole world upside down and she doesn't even have a say-so in it?
Well, I've been thinking about that, and I think there's a fine line here before you figure out how much information to give her and how much to include her, you know?
Well, that's interesting because we don't have any information at all. We don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl or what age or anything.
I know you really want a baby. But let's say we don't get a baby. Let's say we get, you know, an older kid.
I know. I've been thinking about it, too.
It's okay?
And, yeah, I want a baby. It'd be wonderful, but the age doesn't really matter. That's not what's important. What's important is we are building on our family.
Yeah, you're right. Boy, a girl. Just someone to take care of, huh?
Oh, I cannot think of anybody I would rather be building a family with.
I feel the same way.
Let's tell her tonight. Tell Serena tonight, yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Did you tear Frank and Courtney into itty bits?
They're sticking to their story. They say that you are the one that told Courtney about my baby.
Hello?
Guess who?
What's new, Chris?
Oh, all sorts of things. Why don't you come on over for dinner and we can catch up?
I don't have anybody to watch Neil.
Seeing you is my top priority tonight. I don't mind hanging out until Neil's dad gets home.
You know what? Lark should be here any minute. I'm sure she'll be able to sit.
That's what I like about you, Courtney. You're always thinking. See you at 7.
Bye-bye.
End of the line, Courtney.
You don't believe you committed the murders?
No, I don't believe I did.
Have you discussed this with any of your other doctors here?
No, you understand me better than any of them. You've been where I am. When I speak to you, I know you get it.
What do I get?
How a person's mind can turn around on itself. How easily one can lose control of one's own thoughts. I mean, when you were sick, wasn't it like that?
Don't you have a ball to put on? Oh, yes. It's T-minus 2 days and counting.
Hey, we're wearing the same T-shirt.
Hey, we must have friends in high places, huh? Hey, Lucy, do you have time to get something to eat with everything that's going on?
Well, yes, I have about 20 changes, so I got to keep my energy up. I want a bagel, and I want a pecan roll, and a cranberry muffin, and a streusel.
Oh, and a couple of celery sticks with that, right?
Yeah, and throw in some chocolate sauce.
You got it.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, we'll have the usual.
Oh, conch chowder and fried chicken it is.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta put in some extra fries on the plate because someone tends to want to mooch my fries.
Oh, well, you got it.
Thanks.
Serena, there's something that we want to run past you.
Okay, sure.
You know how you lived in Canada, and it was just you and your dad, but you had so much fun when it was you two?
But you're having so much more fun here now because you got Lucy and you got Grandma and Grandpa and you got Karen.
Very true.
Well, to us, it appears that you really enjoy having tons and tons of family all around you.
Right?
What we're thinking is we're maybe gonna expand the Baldwin family, make it big. I mean, really big. We're thinking about giving you a brother or a sister.
You're having a baby?
No. No, I'm not pregnant now. I'm not saying that we're not going to try, maybe, you know, to get pregnant, but do you realize that there are lots and lots of boys and girls, lots of children in the world that don't have a mommy or a daddy?
Which is what we're thinking about doing, is adopting. See, that's where you bring a child home, and then that child becomes a part of your family.
Lucy in my class is adopted.
Well, so, what do you think about all of this?
But wait, I don't want you just to say what you think we want to hear. We want to hear what you really, really feel about something like this.
Can I get you anything?
No, thank you.
Wow, how long's it been?
It's been too long. You know, I was going to call you, but I've just been so busy.
Really? And how would that call have gone? Hey, Chris, how you handling all the lies I'm spreading about you?
Oh, gosh, that whole thing with Eve and Lucy, it was just this big misunderstanding.
Are you going to end this on your own, or would you like some help?
Okay, fine, you want the truth. I lied to Eve about you. Because I care for you very deeply.
I don't follow.
I told Eve that you leaked the news about her baby because I was jealous of your friendship with her.
So you were trying to turn her against me?
I thought maybe if you weren't so close with her, you would allow yourself to get closer to me.
Well, just so you don't continue to embarrass yourself with this feeble attempt at trying to think on your feet, let's be perfectly clear. We both know we don't give a damn about each other. Now, you've been trying to screw me over for a long time. You planted a bug in my apartment.
You knew about that?
I've known since I caught you two morons in the park.
So you suspected this all along and you made love to me? You let me care about you?
End it, Courtney. We used each other. The only difference is I never underestimated you.
Frank made me plant that bug. He was blackmailing me.
Let me guess. He threatened to sick the IRS on you for not reporting the Canello's inheritance.
Yes, that's right.
Fine. Why don't I do you the favor, put you out of your misery by calling the IRS myself?
Chris, I told you about that because I trusted you.
Don't make me regret it.
Oh, yeah. You were great when you confided in me. Whipped up those tears and everything. It was a terrific performance. The only problem I see is the fact that you never got any money from your ex-husband's family.
Yes, of course I did.
We both know where you got the cash you've been flashing around town. You and Frank ripped off Julie.
Oh, please, don't be ridiculous.
There's no need to admit it. I know it's true. The thing is, I get why Frank would want to come after me. But you and I practically were strangers when this all began. Now, why would a pretty little girl like you let Frank get her into so much trouble?
I'm not in trouble.
That's exactly what you're in. Now, I want to know what you two were hoping to accomplish.
You'd have to ask Frank.
You two were equal partners in this from the start.
Okay, fine, Chris. Everything you said is true. But as for the why, you do have to ask Frank. I only did it for the money.
Doesn't that feel better, getting that all off your chest?
Yes, it feels wonderful.
If you knew Frank was in on this, why didn't you ask him over here, huh?
Because you're so much easier to squeeze.
Is this going to get personal?
You ran into Julie over at the Scanlon house. Now, I heard she was tearing up Frank's room. What do you suppose she was looking for?
She didn't say.
Wrong answer. Do I look like I'm bluffing? You posed as Marcia Cooper and withdrew every dime from Julie's account. That's robbery. Now, as I recall, you have a beautiful little boy. Do you think I really care if he grows up visiting Mommy in prison?
I'll go get the money and bring it to you, okay?
No, I don't think so. You take me to it. And hey, don't look so down. Smile, we're doing each other a favor. You're gonna give me some money, and I'm gonna let your son keep his mother. Move.
Hey. Hi, Kevin. Listen, I'm in the market for a favor. I understand it's the police commissioner who has to grant access to case files.
I hate to ask, which case?
The general homicide murders. Julie Devlin's now claiming that she didn't commit them.
Oh, if I got $1 for every criminal that got caught and said they didn't do it.
I know, I don't believe her either, but I'd like to know why she's changing her story.
Kevin, are you sure she's not jerking you around? Come on, she knows how guilty you feel about what happened.
I know. But I think there's more to it than that.
Like what?
I'm not sure. But my instincts told me she was planning to escape. This time, I'm listening to my gut and I'm pursuing it. May I see the files?
You got the green light from me.
It just wouldn't feel right if I didn't follow up on this.
Missing my class says being a doctor means someone picks you and loves you because you're special.
Oh, that is exactly right.
Does that mean you're going to love the baby more than me?
No, no one is more special than you.
Then a new baby brother or sister is fine with me. Do you want a boy or a girl?
Well, we don't care whether it's a boy or a girl, whether it's black, white, green, turquoise, purple.
There's no such thing as a turquoise person.
But do you understand what your dad's trying to say in his best way? That kids are kids to us. Just children are children, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
See, we don't care whether it's a little baby, whether it's a little older, whether it's physically challenged.
You mean blind like I was for a while?
Exactly. And when you were blind, I learned a lot about taking care of you.
Yeah, it would be pretty bad to have a challenge like that and not have any parents to help you.
Yes, it really would be. And so what we're saying is we don't know who we're going to get. All we do know is boy or girl, whatever age, that little person is going to need a lot of love. And we have a lot of love to give. Come on.
Hey, hello, all.
Oh, hello, Alan.
Oh, Alan. Okay, tell the truth. Do you feel comfortable and confident, ready for your number?
Yeah, I'm as good as I'm ever going to be. But this little lady here, you were so great in rehearsal.
Thank you, Dr. Quartermain. You weren't so bad yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Guess what, Dr. Quartermain? Our family's just about ready to get bigger.
How's that?
We're going to adopt, and we don't care who it is.
Oh, and I couldn't have said it better myself.
Nice place.
It served its purpose.
Which would be what?
Do you want what you came here for?
Ooh, who's the peeping Tom? You or Frank?
Don't be gross.
You know, you practically have a straight shot right into Joe and Karen's apartment. I hear a lot of nasty things have been happening to them.
I really wouldn't know anything about it.
So, where's the big cookie jar? You gotta be kidding me. You and Frank couldn't find a mattress to put this in?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Guys gotta have some fun, right? And this will keep me warm on those long, lonely, cold nights without you.
How about a consolation prize for me? Some encouragement to come up with a decent lie when Frank asks me where the money went?
Well, you can just say that Julie took it.
If you want me to make it believable, I need some motivation from you. Oh, unless, of course, you don't mind Frank banging on your door in the middle of the night.
Well, I guess a little peace and quiet is worth paying for.
What a guy.
The Lord giveth, and he taketh away.
lesson. He was the liar. I wanted him to pay for his lies.
She gave us everything, right down to the last detail.
Yeah, she did. Up until now, her story's been consistent.
Criminals often recant. Julie is just looking for a way out of Ferncliff.
She's looking for more than that. And unless I keep an open mind, I won't be able to figure out what that is.
Wait a minute, by an open mind, you mean considering she may be innocent?
At least in her own head.
Kevin, if I snapped and killed 5 people, I'd want to make believe that it never happened, too.
You know, Julie might be trying to convince herself that Cooper planted these memories in her brain.
She's making believe this was all an elaborate hoax?
It's just a theory.
Well, you know, I hope it's not true, because if it is, that means I have a serial killer still running around Port Charles.
There haven't been any murders based on my book since Julie was locked up. I think you got the right people.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
All this speculation is part of the reason Julie told me what she did. She's trying to take control of the situation. I need to figure out why.
Where have you been?
Chris is...
And you're still in one piece? What did you tell him about lying to Eve?
I said everything was a misunderstanding. Chris didn't buy it. We got in a fight. I left.
So when are you going back to make up?
I'm not.
That's it between Ramsey and you?
It would seem that way. I'm going to bed.
Wait. What's going on? You're usually full of a lot more detail unless you're lying about something.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I've told you everything there is to tell. Good night.
Adoption is a gigantic step. How did you come to this decision?
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, Monica played a big part in getting my old wheels turning on this. She is a persuasive advocate of adoption.
Well, bringing Emily into our family is probably one of the greatest things we've ever done in our lives.
I hope we get someone cool like Emily.
Well, half as cool as you will be fine.
Here you go, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Serena, how'd you like to frost 1 or 2 brownies for me before you leave, huh?
Can I, Daddy?
Yeah, just get a couple for your trouble, though, huh?
Get a couple for me, too. Make it 2, 3, maybe 4.
So who'd have thunk it? Scott Baldwin, Lucy co-parents of the year.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, take the compliment. I've seen the job you did with Serena. This new child of yours is going to be very lucky.
No, thank you. That is a huge compliment coming from an ex-husband to an ex-wife and her new fiance.
Well, we've all come a long way.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what's the deal here? The adoption, the process. I mean, do you end up wanting to shoot somebody?
Well, you know, with us, it was really different because we knew that Emily's mother was dying, and she actually asked us to take her.
But did you still have to go through, you know, all that red tape and all those visits?
If you just keep your eyes on the prize, which is your new child, you can just about do anything. Now, if you will both excuse me, I wish you the best. I have to get back to the hospital.
Thank you. Thanks, Ellen.
Thanks. Okay, so, you know, when do you think those visits could happen? Because I would just like to be prepared, you know?
There's nothing to worry about. All we gotta do is act natural. Just be ourselves. You know, walk in the park, a piece of cake. We're hop, skip, and a jump away from having a new kid.
Hey, I'm glad you can meet me here. Hey, sweetheart. How's Christina doing?
She's fine. Any luck finding someone else to take care of her?
No, I'm still working on it.
Great, but I told you money isn't the issue. I want to get back to my life.
Look, I'll let you know as soon as I find a replacement. All right?
Bye-bye.
Call me if you need anything.
Hey, Janelle. Still got your sister's baby, I see, huh?
Daddy, Lucy, look at the baby.
Oh, look. Oh, that baby is precious.
Yeah.
I haven't held a little baby that size for some time.
Are we going to get one that small?
We just might.
I'm convinced we have our murderer locked up in Ferncliff.
I agree with you.
I hear a but.
Whatever the reason, Julie has moved on to some new phase of her plan, and unless we figure out what it is, she just might succeed.
Hang on, Christina. Mommy will come for you. I promise. After bringing you into this world, I can do anything. Anything at all.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, an exclusive interview with Vice President Al Gore and Mrs. Gore on the day of his announcement to run for the presidency. Plus, in private with soon-to-be royal Sophie Reese-Jones. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.